What's up, movie maniacs? Back with the Monday Madness edition, and I've got quite a few movies to talk about. I think I've got 11 new ones in total, and then 4 reviews, which aren't really reviews, I'm just giving my opinions. But before we get into all that, I got 2 things I need to talk about real quick. Number 1, check it out, I dug a new shirt out of the closet. Chip Diamond. And if you know who Chip Diamond is, then you know. If you don't know, then you don't know. But you're probably like, psh, I've seen way better shirts than that, pal. Whatever. And number 2, remember how a couple videos ago I was talking about how to clean your discs, and I was talking about the new microfiber cloths that I got and how to clean those? Well, I thought I'd go ahead and do a round of cleaning because I've got quite a few Oakley bags that need to be cleaned, and a lot of other little micro cloths and stuff that I've been using for years, and I've never cleaned them. So I went ahead and I busted out my Woolite for Delicates. I filled this cap up to the very first line, just like it said to do on the back, for hand washing. And then I filled up my sink with warm water, dumped it in there, and then just threw all the Oakley bags and microfiber cloths in there. And I'm not kidding, within like 30 seconds, the water was brown. Like turd brown. It was nasty. Check it out. Yeah, that was nasty. So I'm thinking that it cleaned them out pretty well. And then that works. So that's awesome. But let's get into these movie reviews. Like I said, I've got 4 of them to talk about. And let's start with the best one first. Pitch Perfect 3. And I liked this. I thought it was hilarious. There were some genuine laugh out loud moments. And in my opinion, this is the second best one in the series. Of course, part 1 is the best. But I thought part 2 wasn't as funny as this one. I think this one was a little better. And this one is so over the top. It's like the Bellas have graduated and they're just looking for an excuse to get back and sing together. And so Aubrey, the girl, the blonde, the hot blonde Aubrey that was in charge in the first movie, basically, you know, she makes references to her dad being in the military. So she gets the Bellas on this like military tour to where they can go overseas and go perform for the troops. And like DJ Khaled, whoever the hell that is, like I feel like I'm supposed to know who that is, but I have no idea who that fat idiot was. And anyways, you got all these different bands in a competition to see who DJ Khaled is going to pick for his opener. And you've got like real life bands, and then you got the Bellas who are all a cappella. But yeah, in one of the bands, it's called Evermoist, and it's got that one chick from the Meg with like the triangle face and all the shitty looking tattoos all over her. She's like the lead singer for Evermoist. Oh my god, just the name Evermoist. And you got Fat Amy. Dude, Fat Amy's got all the jokes in this movie. She's like, oh yes, my grandmother's in a band called Nevermoist. And just stuff like that. She's got like the Trump hat on, but instead of saying Make America Great Again, it says Make America Eat Again. So you can totally tell that this came out in the era of Trump. But yeah, this was funny. Like I said, completely over the top. I mean, we got Fat Amy like beating up hitmen and criminals and stuff like that because her dad, played by John Lithgow, is trying to reconnect with Fat Amy so we can take her down to some islands or something and unlock this bank account because he's like this super criminal. He's got his own yacht and he's basically trying to get her to go down so he can get the money out of her bank account. It's like 180 million and stuff. And of course she doesn't want to play along. She's like, no, I'm not going to do that for you. So basically John Lithgow kidnaps the rest of the Bellas, has them on this yacht. Meanwhile, Fat Amy's trying to infiltrate the yacht and take everybody out. Oh my God, it is funny. I mean, it's totally over the top. It's totally ridiculous, but it's funny. It's entertaining. But yeah, like I said, you got all the same Bellas are back, except for the one that likes having sex. And of course, she's pregnant and has a baby. Because when they first showed her at the beginning, you know, and everybody's like out of college, they all got jobs. I'm like, dude, I can't believe she's not pregnant. And then sure enough, like the next scene, she's like, oh yeah, I'm 8 months pregnant. Didn't you guys tell? So I was like, yeah, of course you are, because you're a whore. And they're like, who's the father? She's like, I don't know. It's like, how accurate is that for nowadays? But yeah, this is funny. Like if you like the Pitch Perfect movies, yeah, I would say check this one out for sure. This is pretty funny. Fat Amy. Fat Amy makes the movie. I'm telling you, man. She is hilarious. And I love the way that she has no shame about her weight. She just goes with it. She goes all in on that Fat Amy character. Hilarious. Next one, Tony Jaa in The Protector. And although this has some amazing fight scenes, the actual story, it's just not a well-developed movie. This thing is so choppy. I mean, it's like there are no transition scenes for anything, because basically what happens is he's the protector. Tony Jaa's the protector, and he has these elephants, and he's from a village, and they do things the old way, and his job is to protect the elephants because they believe that the elephants are like kings and stuff. And of course, the bad guys want to take his perfect elephant, but it just jumps from like scene to scene. Like there's no, like I said, there's no transitions. Like they'll be taking the elephant, the elephant will be running down the street. And then the next scene, they're like in this high-speed boat chase. It's like, how did you get on boats? Like, where'd the boats come from? But like I said, it's cool. It's got some awesome action scenes. I mean, the story is so basic that you can follow it, but it's just so choppy. It's just insanely choppy how they just mash these different scenes together. But it is pretty cool. And at the end, it has Nathan Jones, big ass Nathan Jones. He was the guy in Troy that fought Brad Pitt at the very beginning, like where each side got to pick their warrior, and they picked that, big badass dude. And then, Brad Pitt just runs at him, jumps up, wha-bam, stabs him right in the back, right in the shoulder blade, and kills him instantly. That big ass dude is Nathan Jones. And the fight that they have at the end of this is freaking awesome, dude. It just goes on and on and on. It's so badass. But it's crazy, like at the end, there's just like no explanation for how Tony Jaa gets in this building with like water all over the place, flames in the background, and he has to keep fighting like different end boss guys. Like they just, like one dude will come out and he has to fight him, defeats him, and then some other guy comes out. Like, and these are like end boss, like ending boss type people, and he has to fight him. Then the last one is Nathan Jones, and he just hits him with everything he has. Nathan Jones is like, oh, it's like taking every punch, taking every kick. But I'm telling you, they have like an all-out fight at the end. It just goes on for quite a while. And then at the end, he takes out this whole room of people. Spoiler alert, but yeah, he takes out like 30 dudes. And all you hear is just bones breaking the whole time. Like, he breaks a bone on every single guy. It is funny, man. It's cool, though. This is a cool movie. If you like martial arts, this one, I highly recommend checking it out. At least just for the action scenes. I mean, like I said, that's the movie where he jumps up and kicks that light out. And I will say that the light may not be as high as what I had described it to be, because they film it from like down low. It's kind of like an up angle shot. So the light might not have been that high, but from the angle they shoot it at, it looks high up. But either way, it's pretty amazing what he does. The way he just jumps up and kicks that light out. Incredible. All right, let's move on to the next one here. Zoolander number 2. And I just got done watching this before I started the video. And although this did have some funny parts in it, overall, it's not a very good movie. Like, the end was just, it was like hard to get through because it's just so dumb. I mean, if you know Zoolander 1, you know it was a dumb movie. This is like the same thing, but even dumber. I swear to God. But I mean, it does, like I said, it has some funny parts. It does have some funny parts. Like, the whole premise of the movie is like, this takes place like 15 years later after the end of Zoolander 1. Get out of here, little gnat. And like 2 days after he builds the Durig Zoolander Center for kids who want to learn how to read better and do other things good too, or whatever, like the whole building collapses, kills his wife, scars up, what's his name? Owen Wilson. Like, the building falls in because Zoolander had the building made out of the stuff that they made the model out of. Like, he had the pillars made out of like popsicle sticks and held together with rubber cement. Stuff like, so that's the whole like premise of the movie. And Zoolander goes into hiding. He's like, yeah, I went into hiding. I'm a hermit crab now. I'm a hermit crab. It's just so dumb. But like I said, there are some funny parts. Tons of cameos from all kinds of people. You got Billy Zane in this one again. Yeah, just all kinds of people. Will Ferrell's in this again, who is hilarious. And this also has a cameo from Neil deGrasse Tyson, who is a freaking idiot. I'm sorry, that guy is just such an overblown idiot. And of course, the whole time he's talking about how awesome he is in the movie. I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson, bitch. That's what I do. I blow people's minds. I talk about the expanding universe and all this kind of cool stuff. But it's like, little did we know that like 8 years later, he wouldn't know what a woman is. Yeah, this guy literally doesn't know what a woman is. Well, not this guy, but Neil deGrasse Tyson. He doesn't know what a woman is. He's like, it's just different chemicals. And you know, one day you might wake up feeling like a woman and the next day you might wake up feeling like a man. It's like, dude, people respect you as a scientist and you're saying that shit? You don't even know what a woman is? You know what a woman is? 3 words. Adult, human, female. Boom, that's it. Doesn't have anything to do with chemicals and how you feel and what you want to dress up like. That doesn't matter. And Neil deGrasse Tyson, you're an idiot. But yeah, this movie, like, I just have mixed feelings on it because it does have some genuinely funny parts, but the main whole of the movie is just not that great. So it was worth watching once. Like I said, I don't know when I'm going to be watching it again. But let's get into the new additions to the Blu-ray collection now. And this first one, I actually watched this as well. Tron, the original classic from the 80s. And this was pretty darn cool. I remember watching this as a little kid, and I did not know what the hell it was about. I didn't know, like, other than him getting sucked into the computer with the laser, I didn't know anything about the programs and the master control program and the users, and I never understood any of that as a little kid. Like, it all just went straight over my head. I didn't know about computers. However, I did think the special effects were kind of cool. And they are. Like, I mean, considering when this came out, the special effects are pretty awesome. I realize, you know, watching it now, if you've never seen it before, you're going to be like, oh my God, that looks so cheesy. It's like the worst green screen technology you've ever seen. Like, they're blinking and stuff. You can tell. It's like someone just dubbed them in. But in a way, that kind of adds to the ambiance of the movie. Because they're in a computer. So maybe they do look like that. Maybe they're like digitized looking or something, you know. So it's cool though. And I love the light cycles. Dude, that was always my favorite part when I was a little kid, was watching the light cycles. When they get the, you know, the little motorcycles and they have their jet walls behind them. And if you run into the jet wall, you explode. Yeah, that part was cool. That did get me. That was awesome. But yeah, this really wasn't bad. I enjoyed it because I could finally understand what the heck was going on with the actual storyline, which helps a lot. If you don't understand the story, this might not be that good. But yeah, I liked it so much that I went ahead and already ordered Tron Legacy. I should have that coming here soon, and I'm excited to watch it. I remember watching Tron Legacy when it first came out. I've got a burned copy of it, but I am pumped to watch it on Blu-ray. It's going to look crispy. It's going to look nice. But yeah, positive reviews for Tron. I liked it. Good 80s movie. I love collecting those 80s movies from when I was a kid. Like, those are my favorite ones to get. Okay, and let's go through the rest of these. And I've got these in alphabetical order. Alexander Revisited, the final cut. And this is not the best movie. I didn't think it was as bad as what everybody says, though. I kind of liked it. I've seen this once before. I mean, it is what it is. I got it for cheap. I think this was like $2. It's a 2-discer too. I think this movie is so dang long they had to put it on 2 discs. Yeah, the final cut, disc 1 and disc 2. Good copy though. Happy about that. Moving on to the next one here. Mel Brooks, Blazing Saddles. I had this on DVD, so this is an upgrade. But I felt like I better get this before they censor it. I mean, they're starting to censor all these movies now that are coming out. You know, they're going back into old movies and changing stuff around. Even though, you know, this is not a movie I'm going to be popping in all the time, I just feel like this is such a pillar of comedy that I have to have it in my collection. And I got a good deal on this too. I think this was only a couple bucks and it's still brand new, unopened. Perfect copy. But yeah, this movie is hilarious, especially nowadays, because there's so much stuff in this movie. Pretty much the whole movie you couldn't even make nowadays. Black guy, where the white women at? Just stuff like that. It's funny. Dude, all the guys, all the cowboys sitting around the campfire eating beans and just ripping ass. Just like 10 dudes sitting around a campfire eating beans. Brr, 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 just all farting their asses off. Dude, so funny. Hilarious. Yeah, Mel Brooks. Even though I don't think Mel Brooks would ever go along with censoring one of his movies, you just never know. You know, the studio might take over and censor it or something like that. So I just felt like I had to get this while it was still in its original form. Yeah, great movie. Great movie. Next one here, A Christmas Story with Ralphie and him wanting his BB gun for Christmas. Classic Christmas comedy movie. Probably in my top 5 for sure. Maybe even top 3. Yeah, this is good. I know they show the shit out of this on TV all day long on Christmas Day. They just show it over and over and over again. But dude, this is good. This is good. When they have to go to that Chinese restaurant at the end, and all those Asian dudes are like, fa ra 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 ra. It's not fa ra ra, it's fa la 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 la. He's like, do it again. He's like, fa ra 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 ra. Like, oh my God. Again, a joke that you probably couldn't even have nowadays. People would lose their shit over that. Like, how dare you make fun of Asians not being able to pronounce L's? That's so racist of you, you racist. No, it's not racist. It's called being funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious to point out things in people and then laugh about it. Okay? I don't think anybody is going to take offense to that. That's Asian. They'll probably laugh about it themselves because it's funny. It's fun. That's what comedy is. Okay? It's not a real joke unless you're going to be offending somebody in some type of way or making fun of somebody. That's what comedy is. That's why there are no comedies these days, because everything is so just politically correct that it's like you can't say anything about anybody now because somebody's going to get offended. It's ridiculous. I can't stand it. I love the good old days when you had movies like this. You know, it says fragile on the side of the box. It's fragile. It's fragile. It's Italian. It's fragile. Okay, I'm Italian. Am I supposed to get all butthurt about that? That's not how we say words. We don't say fragile. Oh my God, I'm gonna get on TikTok and make a video crying about it now. No, it's hilarious. It's freaking hilarious. This movie is great. Totally love it. Yeah. I had that one on DVD as well, so that is another upgrade. All right, next one on the list here, Friday the 13th, Uncut. And I always wanted to see this. Like when I bought my big Friday the 13th box set, it did not come with the uncut version. So I had to buy this extra. But it's cool though. I don't mind it. But yeah, I think this is more gory. I think some of the kill scenes are extended. I think like when Kevin Bacon gets that arrow pushed up through his chest, I think that's more bloody and stuff. So yeah, I'm curious to see what they've added to this uncut version. Kill her, mommy. Kill her. Kill her, mommy. Yeah, Friday the 13th, the one that started it all, right there. Uncut. Next on the list, The Karate Kid, Blu-ray. And this is another one that I have on DVD, but I love it so much, I wanted to get it on Blu-ray. I remember seeing this in the theater when I was a kid, and coming out after Ralph Macchio did the crane kick, and I was like, oh my God, that kick is unstoppable. Nobody can stop that kick. Dude, if someone knows how to do that, they're going to kill somebody because you can't stop it. Like, that's what I thought. I was a little kid. But this movie was so cool. And it still holds up. To this day, this movie still holds up. You can still pop this in, and it's highly entertaining. I love it. I mean, yeah, Ralph Macchio is a little bit of a dweeb. And watching it now, it's like he's kind of an asshole. He kind of deserves everything he gets when he gets beat up and stuff. He just can't let anything go. He's got that Italian temper. He's got that East Coast Italian temper, and he doesn't want to let shit go. He needs to keep pushing it. He's going to get the last word. And then he gets his ass kicked by the locals. What do you expect? Just shut your mouth. So it's debatable, depending on whose side you're on. Yes, I realize, the blonde guy is a douchebag. He's a douchebag, but dude, Ralph Macchio's moving in on his woman. I'd be pissed too. That's Elizabeth Shue. Dude, she's hot. Elizabeth Shue is, whoo, she's smoking hot. So yeah, this is a good movie. Such a classic. Such a great classic movie. Yeah, when it comes to like talking about perfect movies, I don't know if this one's quite perfect, but it's up there. It's really good. From start to finish, the whole thing is good. Next one, another Tony Jaa, Ong Bak 2, The Beginning. I believe there are at least 3 of these, so I still need to pick up part 3. But now I've got parts 1 and 2. And again, this is just more badass Tony Jaa unleashing devastating martial arts on people. Yeah, he is a good action star. Man, those kicks, you feel like he is just laying in those kicks. And like his knees and stuff, maybe he's always kneeing people in the face because he's all about Muay Thai. So that involves a lot of knees, a lot of elbows. I just feel like when he's in a fight scene, he is really hitting those other guys. Like some of those are connecting. Not all of them, but a few of those are getting through, and he's actually hitting those guys. Yeah, this is a cool movie. I am looking forward to watching that one again. Okay, we got 4 left. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And this is the 4th installment for the newest series. You had the original Planet of the Apes, I believe back in like the 70s. They may have been even older than that. But you had those original Planet of the Apes. Then you had the one by Tim Burton with Mark Wahlberg, which was atrocious. That movie was terrible. It's almost like Ghostbusters 2016. You just forget about it. You're just like, yep, that one never happened. But this is the newest one of the new series. I think this came out just like in 2024. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And I need to watch these. Like, I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen War of the Planet of the Apes. I have not seen Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And I have obviously not seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. But I got them, and they're there. So when I'm ready, I'm going to watch them. Next one on the list, Platoon by Oliver Stone. This is an awesome war movie. I always tend to compare this to Full Metal Jacket because they both came out around the same time frame. They're both Vietnam War movies. And I always thought that Full Metal Jacket was just a little better. It just seemed like it was a little more realistic than this. Even though this is a damn good movie, I love it. I love Charlie Sheen in this, Willem Dafoe, especially Tom Berenger. Dude, Tom Berenger's a beast in this movie. I love his character. Barnes, such a badass with all them big scars on his face. And the reason I think that Full Metal Jacket is a little better is because, like I said, it seems more realistic. I feel like Full Metal Jacket could be a documentary or something. It seems so real. This one is a little more theatrical, especially the scene where Charlie Sheen is like passing out and they like stand him up and then he just like rolls his eyes back into his head and like falls over. That just seems so theatrical to me. Like that wouldn't happen. You wouldn't just go, and then just like fall over. That just seems so corny. Like, dude, do you just take that one scene out and the rest of this movie is legit? It's just that one scene. It's like, why did you put that in there? That's so corny. That would never happen. You just wouldn't roll your eyes back and then fall over again after the dude's just stood you up. That just seems just not believable. But other than that, man, this movie is awesome. The scene where they're all sitting around smoking weed, I guess they were actually smoking real weed, which, big deal. I'm sure for Charlie Sheen, that was the least of the things that he was doing. I'm sure he's doing 8 balls and everything else in his trailer in between scenes. But yeah, awesome movie. Man, this is a great movie. And like I said, when you buy stuff off Vinted, every once in a while, you're going to get burned. And I got somewhat burned on this because the idiot wrote their name on the disc. And usually I can get that off. You just sit there with rubbing alcohol and just keep rubbing it, and eventually you'll rub the letters off. However, this like disc art is very porous or something. I don't know, but it's like the marker went in to like the pores of the art. I can't get it out. Like I said, I sat there for 40 minutes and tried to rub that out, and I can't get it. I can't get it to disappear. It's hardly noticeable, but that bothers me. I don't want that shit on my disc. So I'm probably gonna have to buy this again eventually one of these days. Luckily, I only spent like $2 for it. I got it for really cheap. But yeah, I do not like the fact that it has some idiot's name written on it in magic marker. That is no bueno. 2 left. Savages. And I believe this is an Oliver Stone. Yeah, this is by Oliver Stone as well. I've never seen this. I just know it has a lot of people in it. Got Benicio del Toro, Travolta, Salma Hayek, Blake Lively, and some other people. But yeah, it looks kind of like a cool action movie. I saw a preview for it on one of my other discs. It didn't look half bad. So when I saw it come through for like $2, I was like, what the heck, let's get it. I love getting, blind buys like this, stuff that I've never seen before. And like I said before, I don't have a problem buying movies that I've never seen before if they're only a couple dollars. Because then I can watch them whenever I want. I can pause them, go to the bathroom, get up, get something to eat, take a nap, turn it back on. I have total control over the movie when I own it. And like I said, yeah, not all of them are going to be great. Some of them you're going to wish you hadn't have bought. But on the flip side, if it's a movie that ends up being good, then you own it. You already got it. And you can watch it as many times as you want, and no one can ever take it away from you unless you get robbed. But yeah, Savages by Oliver Stone. I'm going to have to watch that one of these days. And then last on the list, we got Glenn Powell in Twisters. And I heard that this wasn't very good, but I've already got Twister from the 90s. So I wanted to go ahead and complete the set, and I got Twisters. And this finally came through for cheap. Like, this has been on Vinted, but people want like $15, $16, $20 for it because it's such a new movie. But I think I got this for like $4 or $5, and it's in perfect condition. Yeah, I mean, that slipcover is mint. Everything else is good to go. The disc had like 2 little specks of dust on it. I didn't even have to clean the disc because it was already just like brand new looking. But yeah, this is going to be cool. I do like Glenn Powell. He's a pretty cool actor. So yeah, kind of looking forward to seeing this for the first time. Again, this is another blind buy. Never seen it before. But anyways, guys, that's about all I've got for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And until the next one, y'all, peace.